Well, it's World Cup season, and
And it begins with the Trans-Tasman clash at the Sydney Cricket Ground, repeat of the finals of the 2021 T20 World Cup, and the latest news is that Australia have chosen to bowl at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Overcast conditions, bit of rain predicted, but so far the rain seems to have stayed away. Remember, even in Sydney there was a threat of rain, but luckily the rain has stayed away for the time being. Remember, this is the first game of the doubleheader that's going to happen on day one. After Australia, New Zealand, it's going to be England versus Afghanistan at
correct.
Perth. So the Aaron Finch has won the toss and chosen to
Yeah, I'll
bowl.
just quickly go over the playing 11 that Australia have put out, and it is one that features absolutely no surprise whatsoever. It's an amazingly settled core, and that is in fact reflected in the playing 11 that Australia have put out. So Aaron Finch and David Warner will be opening. Mitch Marsh, Glenn Maxwell, Marcus Stoinis, Tim David, Matthew Wade. That is one power-packed middle and lower middle order. Pat Cummins, Mitch Stark, Adam Zampa, Josh Hazelwood will be the four frontline bowlers. Although, mind you, the fact that they have Josh Hazelwood at number 11 tells you all you need to know about how deep their batting is.
Yes, there is no Steve Smith, there is no Ashton Agar, there is
Not
no
expected.
Cameron Green. Remember, anyway, Finch had mentioned that Cameron Green would not feature in the first game
Correct.
itself. And remember, Green was called up as a replacement for Josh Inglis,
Correct.
who injured his hand while playing golf. What is it with golf and injuries for cricketers?
Why do cricketers have to play golf just before the tournament?
Yep.
Keep yourself injury free, boys.
Exactly,
Anyway,
exactly.
the New Zealand team, on the other hand, has a couple of surprises, but again,
Yep. I think it was expected.
it was
that
on along expected lines.
Yeah,
so
so Devon
Conway and Finn Allen will be the openers
So
again.
no Martin Guptill.
Again, Kane Williamson, although there's a lot of question marks over Williamson's form, particularly strike rate,
Yep.
does start at number 3. Glenn Phillips at 4. Mark Chapman at number 5. Now that was unexpected for you?
Unexpected. I would have thought that perhaps the likes of Michael Bracewell would get a chance. Remember, he's been their best all-rounder in the last couple of series, but maybe because he had a good record against the associates, perhaps Michael Bracewell's not been considered.
James Neesham is the other all-rounder along with Mitchell Santner.
Yes.
So again, that's no real surprise there. Tim Southee, Ish Sodhi, Lockie Ferguson and Trent Bolt. Now that is a very, actually if it comes down to it, a potent looking bowling lineup, although I do have a few question marks about Ish Sodhi. Tends to go for runs, but he can get you a wicket.
Yeah, I mean, if you have to look at it, Mitchell Santner was one of the stars when New Zealand last won their T20 encounter against Australia. That was in 2016 at Dharamshala. But New Zealand have a massive baggage.
When it comes to playing World Cup matches in Australia.
No,
Matches in Australia.
In any format against Australia. Remember, the last time they won a white ball game, I'm saying, ODI's T20Is was way back in 2009.
So it's been a long time.
So imagine, ever since Trent Bolt made his international debut, and they won that Hobart Test match in 2011, New Zealand have never won a single match in Australia. 2016 they were hammered. In 2020 also they were hammered. When they came in 2022 they were whitewashed.
Don't forget 2015 as well.
Oh yes, that final at the MCG.
The one match they played in Australia.
Yep. They were unbeaten in all the games in New Zealand. When they came to Australia, hammered by 7 wickets there. So it's not looking good for New Zealand when it comes to recent history against Australia, but in the World Cup, they do punch above their weight sometimes.
I would say most of the time. No one expected them to make the final. Okay, 2015, fair enough. 2019 was a surprise. 2021 was also a surprise. Now, 2021, you could argue the final itself, both the contenders, no one had
Yeah,
marked them as
2021 was a
favourites.
surprise, but I don't think 2019 was a surprise because they were in good form prior
in,
to that.
in ODIs, yes.
But here they seem to be dipping at the wrong time. Remember, 3-0 they got hammered in Australia in the ODIs.
Lost
in
their
Cairns.
tri-series as well.
Lost the tri-series final, very inconsistent against Pakistan. So that is why New Zealand seem to be dipping at the wrong time when it comes to the World Cup, and there are major question marks over Kane Williamson. Average of 34, all right, but strike rate of 121 is really a problem. That's a very good question. Why Alex Carey has not been considered? Well,
yeah,
I
especially
think,
considering he's the vice captain in ODIs and was
and he
actually
did captain Australia for the series win in the West Indies. I'm
Correct.
very surprised why
I'm very
Alex Carey has
surprised.
not been
Yeah, I mean,
considered.
which other wicket-keeping options do they even have?
Yeah.
Aside from Wade, I think maybe if they get Wade injured, maybe their thinking is we'll pack our batting bowling all-rounders.
Maybe-
And if we actually have that injury worry, then we'll just call up someone from the reserves.
Maybe Mitchell Stark could keep. Remember, he did keep in junior cricket. I mean, he did start off as a keeper. Then he became a bowler. So that is how it is. At least let us understand one thing, that Australia come into this match as favourites, but New Zealand, if they pull off a win, then it opens the entire Group 1 up.
Absolutely.
Yep. So that is about it. Australia have won the toss and chosen to bowl. No Steve Smith, Ashton Agar, Kane Richardson, and Cameron Green in the team. For
long
New
expected
Zealand,
lines.
there is no Martin Guptill, as well as Michael Bracewell.
Right.
So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this
Yeah,
live.
do
We'll
stay
be back.
tuned. We will be back with more updates on the match, and do keep enjoying watching the match. I know tomorrow is India Pakistan, so a lot of focus over there. But still, I think we can be expecting a good match here as well. Hopefully, the rain gods stay away.
Yes, the rain gods will stay away. Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for joining us.
Bye bye. Press the like, comment, and share button, folks.